There we are.
Oh, here we go. No, I'm not fine. The way you're snapping, like nothing happened. Just so you know, I cried all night. It doesn't matter, no more happy ever after.
I locked my phone, I let it die. Man, I couldn't keep on scrolling down a timeline. You are all took a deep dive. I was sinking to the bottom of this blue line.
What a time to break up, what a way to end it. What a way to say goodbye and easy out of Sunday. Know that I can see you, but I don't understand it. All this time say you're not mine and find out in a message. You couldn't even call. You couldn't even call. You couldn't even call. You couldn't even call.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna turn the music down just like slightly, and if that's too quiet, let me know, but the levels just look a little bit high. Yep. It begins. Hold on. To be honest, it's a little bit too loud for me is the problem. So let me actually boost it down on my player, and then boost it back up for y'all. Okay. Okay, so y'all should be getting some beats. Some beats. Here we are, here we are, here we are. We continue. I think I've realized a few things about this painting since the last time I opened it up. I think I just keep making the eyes, like, the eyes are big, but they're not, they should be a bit smaller. Just a bit. I think they would look more correct if they were smaller. Because right now I'm leaning heavily, I am off the screen, hello. Heavily on some other anime influences, that might be a little too strong, a little bit too strong. So let's try and mitigate that somewhat. Oh, okay. Anime. Just all the anime. Can I please? Ah. Hello, good morning. Why are you so slow? What's going on? Why is the offset so weird? Ah, what's happening? What? It was just lagging. It was being so weird. Stop. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so it will select. Why is it lagging? Goodness. Don't you want to make the, oh god. I mean, anime will continue until morale improves, so I mean, I can't argue with that. Good morning, Alex! Guess what? You can be as hype as you want now. Nightbot should even be working, I think. I think I turned Nightbot back. Oh my god, stop you. You're too much. Nightbot should be working correctly, so, Nightbot is turned on, but Nightbot will not be doing severe moderation. So if you do things like, my brain just stalled. What's the exclamation point? Exclamation point, commands? It should work? I would think. Unless I forgot to turn it back on, in which case, never mind. But I thought I turned him on. Hey! Okay, good. That's great. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm not, like, really... Oh, shit. Wait. Okay. Okay. We got this. How does that look? That seems fine. Yeah, reasonable. I know you have family stuff going on, so as always, no obligation to stay around. I mean, really, there's no obligation to even come in the first place, but it's appreciated. Let's take a sip of fucking coffee, because I need to wake all the way the fuck up. Wow, my model is all over the place this morning. Good morning! Stop! Alright. I feel like my model's a little bit too far to the side. Like, you are disappearing off. Oop. Like... Many board games. Hooray. Okay, that seems fine. Just monopolizing a lot of this area. Okay. It continues. Real this time. This will get a little bit funky because now there's nothing underneath. So let's fill this in solid. And then merge that down. So some of that's gonna get... Boop. Okay. And then we'll kind of temper all of this. I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves and, having a good visit. I know, I've heard some, but still. The sentiment is still the same. Hope everyone is having a good time. Oh god. This might get a little bit funky. That's good. I can't spell ever. Not because I don't know how to spell words, but because my brain is, like, too fast. And I just skip, like, 12 letters. Yeah. That I can, It's like, well, once certain people decided to, go away, morale improved. I'm just a hot mess is my problem. uh, yeah, these shadows are really dark for what this is. Can I get like a... There's an extra side of mess in there, you know? Like, it's like if you could build a person, like you build a fucking burrito, it's just like, you ask for extra beans, it's asking for extra mess. Ah, no, gamers. No, it's not alright. You're not right. It was actually comfortable yesterday. And if today goes the way that I plan it, I won't know if it's hot today. Gamer-free zone. I mean, how can it be a gamer-free zone? I'm here. The gamer. The one, the only. That does already look better to me. The eyes are a little bit fucked up, but that's a solvable problem. It is not. It's a hashtag, or not hashtag. Hashtag. It's exclamation point sip. I'm taking a sip. It should be. It should be exclamation point sip. If it doesn't work, then I have problems then. I mean, the fluids are coffee right now. If I run out of coffee, I'll grab a water. Sip taken. My sip obligations have been filled. There should also be timer-based ones, but, we'll see. We'll see if those work. Nightbot has been very, all miss, no hit so far. So, hard to say, whether or not Nightbot will be a permanent fixture, but, we'll see. I might be able to get the advice of people who use Nightbot more regularly. It's like, hey, how do you get your Nightbot to actually fucking work? Please? How do you make this shit fucking functional? Oh, there was a layer on top of the eyes. I should have merged that down first. Let's swap these. Or no. What did that do? Let's... Okay. How much changes when I... So I've been working on the underpainting. Oops. Whale. That's, I mean, that's basically what I've done. Except that I implemented a few custom timers, but, we won't know, if those work until certain times. Like, technically, Nightbot should not be, it has moderator privileges because it needs them to function, but it shouldn't, be moderating, essentially. And, okay, so I need these to be, oh, shit. I wish that wouldn't, what? I was holding shift. Shift. Why is that lagging? That's so bizarre. Okay. I need to retransform. Here we go. This will look slightly better. It'll look a little it's gonna look a little fucked up, I think, at first, but yeah, it's gonna look a little funky. I'm gonna do a thing I usually wouldn't do, but it's such a minor thing that it's whatever. Okay, I'm gonna merge all this down, and we're just gonna make this the underpainting. Wow, I'm just literally off the screen if I go too far. Oops. I'm not fixing it right now. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Alright. Man, my brain is being very slow to turn on this morning. I'm so deep. I'm so deep into Final Fantasy right now. When's the Rainbow Raid Train? It's, I want to say June 12th? So, soon? Yeah, June 12th and 13th. So basically not this coming up weekend, but the next weekend. It will be coming up. And I'll be streaming early in the morning. Which I'm actually, like, I'm fine with. I do not mind. Especially if it means that I can help some people, like, like, connect the train cars together, you know? But that's gonna be a hell of a morning. If we can't get people to fill in those time slots, there is a good chance that I'll be streaming for longer than the 2-hour slot. Which again is fine. I'm more than fine with. I'm excited to be a part of something, even if it ends up being, you know, like, understated, or, you know, however it ends up. Extra possum time. Wouldn't it? What more could a person ask for? But, preferably we would just have more creators join in. I would much rather have more people participating than take up more time. just to make those connections. Um, that should be fun. I'm trying to plan, like, maybe, like, a Pride piece, specifically, but I just don't even really know what yet. And of course things like my commissions and my, like, requests will be open. I'm thinking, that if people donate during my stream, then people can make a request. More Kyla Pride! More Kyla Pride! I could never, ever, and if I spent my entire life working on just Kyla art, I would never be able to make enough Kyla Pride artwork. Not in a million lifetimes. It would take so long. Nani? Am I just... is it... okay, it's weak because I'm just painting over what's already there. What paintbrush am I using? Okay, I'm using my... okay, good. I mean, I would be down. I would be so down with that. I have literally zero qualms with that. I would be very interested in, oh god. Let me fix this. This is all kind of messy. Let's clean this up a bit. We're getting to that stage where we can, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, okay, so the timers are working. I will heed the advice of this thing. Save real quick. There's a convenient button for it, so, no excuse fucking not to. Let's see. Oh, this... give me, like, a nice hard edge. There we go. I was, like, getting fuzzy lines. I was like, ew? Why? Here we go. What was I saying before? Something about Final Fantasy. Just how... man. I almost don't even want to be finished with the story. Like, with, Shadowbringers. Like, I'm not gonna, like, say too much or, like, spoil, or, like, I don't know where people are in the game, or, well, I know where some people are in the game. And I know some people aren't necessarily that interested in story. But, like, for the most part, I've been pretty eager to get through the story, but now knowing that there's so little left, it's just like, I don't wanna progress. It's too sad. I don't wanna progress. I don't wanna fight the bad guy. I wanna hug him. But, man, yeah, wow. Still super excited for Endwalkers. Like, if anything, more excited than ever. This game gets so hard. Right? Like, you get to a point in a show and it's just like, I would almost rather not know. I would rather be left in suspense because it means that it hasn't ended. I don't want to conclude. I don't want to conclude it. I want to just keep going. I like this arc so much. I like this arc so much, like... man, okay. So, like, on a scale of, like, how good are the different here, I need this to be like more solid than my actual paintbrush. On a scale of like, I don't know, like bad to, oh, I had a little drop there. On a scale of like bad to good to like, I don't know. How yeah, what is wrong? I'm having a stroke. Black Knight. Yes. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like straight up, like if that's something you want to do, like absolutely go for it. Like, I have points in Dark Knight. And I'm a baby, so I just don't ever, like, I just focused on Black Mage and story and stuff, but, I would absolutely go back and do more, Dark Knight stuff. Um, I have only very, very vague memories of it. But what I was trying to say was, on a scale of, like, how much do I like each, like, chapter or expansion of the game, you know, from, like, A Realm Reborn up to Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is definitely, like, way, like, it's at the top right now. To remember to take a sip. Coffee time. Shadowbringers is definitely, like, the best content. Like, easily so far. Like, it blows everything else out of the fucking water. With Heaven's Word is, like, right under that. Heaven's Word is, I remember really, really liking Heaven's Word. Like, Heaven's Word was just cool. Heaven's Word was just kind of awesome. Like, those areas were cool. You love all the characters. Just awesome. Then is kind of like, for me, God, people really don't like A Realm Reborn, and I get it. I do. I understand it, but I'm not gonna say that I don't like A Realm Reborn, because I do. I liked it when I played it, and I still like it now when I go back and uh revisit that content. I love A Realm Reborn. Um, but for me, I think Stormblood is just kind of like meh. Like, yeah, okay. Um, yeah, it can still be a yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna say that it can even remotely live up to the stuff that comes afterward, because it can't. um, parts of Stormblood are great. Um, there are pieces of it that are just really, really good. And then there are just other segments where it's just like, this is really dragging, huh? Like, this is really dragging out. Like, I felt like I completed Heavensward comparatively fast to some people, and I just dragged my fucking feet when it came to Stormblood. I was just like, this is so much more tedious than I thought was possible. There are specific parts. There are specific parts of Stormblood that really shine. Like, I don't think I would ever say that Stormblood is bad. But for me, it lacked the excitement of some of the first two sections of the game. It was just a little bit slow. And that's saying something when A Realm Reborn exists and has so much slowness at the start. Um, man, I'm oof. I'm anxious for Endwalkers. And just what is left of uh Shadowbringers for me. Oh, is this the right painterly opaque? I feel like I should have a different painterly. Painterly, what's a good yeah. It'll be a hot minute. It'll be a hot minute before Endwalkers gets here. I have it in my cart. Like, you can pre-order and stuff. I have it in my cart. I've just been waiting to, like, hit the button. Here, why am I off screen? Wait, we're just kind of chatting now. I'm barely doing any art. Resume Fat Moogle Taxi Fun Time. Fat Moogle sparks joy, by the way. Fat Moogle sparks so much joy. I love it. I love that mount. I'm glad that I picked it up on a whim. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to be in. There's something really special about just other players' reactions to you. Like, there's just something kind of magical about that. With just people being, like, in such awe of your enormous fucking mount. They're just like, big Moogle. It's like, yeah, he is. You fucking know it. The fattest of the Moogles. Great King Moogle Mog, Great King Mog. Oh, I turned on the mount music and realized what you were talking about, because it was... because the mount music is the song that plays in one of the MSQ dungeon. I think it's an MSQ dungeon. Because it's, well, I won't say too much. There's a specific dungeon that's kind of a meme, but also is part of the main scenario quests. And it's the song itself is not even really a spoiler. It's extremely Danny. Yeah, I even looked into it. I was like, wait, there's no way that they got Danny Elfman for the game, right? And no, it was a different composer. But it's the Great King Moogle Mog, Great King Mog, all that stuff. Oh wow, my neck broke. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Recalibrating? Well, Jesus. I think I accidentally peaked my mic. I don't remember what I saw when I looked it up. This game has a lot of people working on music just because it's such a fucking... First of all, it's basically 4 games. Like, let's be real. You've got 4 enormous games, with music for every area, music for every mount, music for every dungeon, music for everything, right? So, like, there's more than just one composer, let's just say that. Uh, um, there are many. I wanted to fix some of this detail, actually. If you look up, Great King Mughal composer, I really just don't remember who it was. But it was someone I don't think I'd ever heard of before. But I'm also just not a part of any music scene, so I just don't know. Jeez. What do I do with you? We're kind of in the shitty fucking, like, middle stage of painting, where it's just, like, trying to get all these details in, and clean up, and make things look right. It's like one of the worst places to be in a painting, because it's just... Ooh, that's a little dark.
I think you're awesome often. I could get lost in you. I'm obsessed with your heartbeat. Heartbeat, heartbeat. I need it next to mine. Nearly all the time. Kiss me in the rain. Love me through.
I wonder if I could just... I just start playing, like, Final Fantasy music. Oh...
It's not perfect, but you're perfect. The moment I saw something in you.
I do have to wonder how protected are game soundtracks specifically, because if game soundtracks were, like, copyrighted, then how could you play the game, right? It's like, I don't know, and I hear fucking YouTubers using game soundtrack stuff in their videos, and it's just like, what are the rules? I need someone to, like, break it down for me. Like, what are the rules? Like, is that shit fucking protected or not? I have to assume just not. Which is a weird thought. Though I don't know if I want to be playing game soundtracks all the time. That would be tedious. Let's clean up this hair a bit. I kind of need this to be even more saturated, actually. So grab, like, this purple. And... there we go. Especially where that's connecting there. Give this kid some roots. Alright. There we go. That looks a little bit better to me. We could even bring some of this pink back in. Like that, and then we have some gross sort of gray in here, so let's... Yeah. Get rid of some of that gray. Bring some color back into this. We'll even need to lighten some of these areas up a little more, actually. Here we go. Is that too... I just don't want these to be... I don't want it to be too harshly lit. I don't want it to look brassy. Like, I don't know how to describe the way hair... like, I don't want it to look like a fucking wig, you know? Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? Like, something about that, like, hair shine quality gets a little too... It's too aggressive. If it gets bad, I'll kind of lighten it back up and add more tonage. Fuck. I'm trying to follow this, like, hair... I don't know how to describe it. Hair grain. This sort of, like, grain I've set up with the strands. Brush with the grain. There we go. Oh, okay. Let's just make that bigger and softer. There we go. That might actually help some of this. Yeah. Great. Jeez. Not wrong type of grain. The parade? Why am I smiling? Oh my. What are they having a parade for? Like, what happens in the middle of fucking May that needs a parade? Oh wait, is today some kind of... Today's a banking holiday, isn't it? What's today? It's Memorial Day. Happy fucking Memorial Day, I guess. See, God, Jesus. I have no concept of time or, like, I don't know. Like, if there's a holiday coming up, I don't know about it. I don't know about it until day of. That's just how I am. Unless there's, like, aggressive marketing for it, but I haven't really been paying attention to anything, because I haven't been paying attention because I'm deep in the paint in Final Fantasy. The only holiday I care about is the Moogle Festival. Oh, oh God. Help. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in Final Fantasy. Like, I'm literally gonna get off of the stream and I'm gonna log into Final Fantasy. I should've, like, man, I have very mixed feelings about actually streaming myself playing Final Fantasy. Because, for one, I'm doing story. So, like, anyone I care about watching, I don't want them to watch the story, because I would rather they just play it. Also, I don't think it would be that entertaining for people who actually like the game. I think people who actually like the game, who are maybe unfamiliar with me, would rather see other things than just me starting at a random point in the main story quests. Wow. Come on. Fix. Fix. There we go. That's really broken. Wow, this model today is suffering. The struggle. So as much as I would love personally to stream and play Final Fantasy, I just don't think it's a tragedy of Puppet. I just don't think it would make for very good streaming. Unfortunately. Like, I'm curious what other, like, because I know people do stream the Final Fantasy, but I don't know what they stream. They're probably also doing a mix of story and other things, other grinding, I guess. Like, I guess I would be willing to do it if I was doing something unrelated. Raids and dungeons, maybe. I would be willing to stream if I was doing other content like that. But it just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for me to be doing story and streaming. Not unless I started from FC and whatnot, I guess. I would not know. I think it would be cool to do a run from, like, level fucking 0 nothing. That would be sick. That would be cool as fuck. You would have to be a very skilled data miner? Or... I have no idea. I have no idea how you would even do that. Because it's like... I wonder if there's mods for that. haven't the slightest clue how you would go about doing that. I guess, well, and I guess the weird part is, like, how does the game... So, your model is always in, like, pieces, right? Because of the clothing items. It has to be able to swap out the armor sets. Which basically means swapping out entire chunks of your model. Are things saved separately? Or is it just kind of always, like, condensing everything down into, like, how does it handle that? I guess this is the part where, like, video games are kind of mysterious to me. Because it's just, like, is your custom character still Square's IP? They would probably argue yes. Especially if you're using, like, their... I mean, it's their models, essentially. I don't know. Probably, yeah. Yes, that would be my guess. They're very, we've kind of talked about this before. They're very, harsh, when it comes to, like, modding still happens. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. Modding still happens. But they do not like people, modding overly much. They do not like people making, certain things. Certain types of content. They can't really, like... Obviously, there's only so much they can do about it if you're just doing stuff in the privacy of your own, you know, spaces, but, they are, pretty strict about some things. Yeah, I think they would consider, if you're using assets made by, you know, them, they're like, hey, don't do that. Maybe please don't do that. I feel like I've just been kind of picking at this. We're getting into the stages of, like, there's just not that much left to do except all the little tiny nitty-gritty things. Like, I should probably clean this up a lot. Drag some of that pink back in there. Let's try to soften this a little bit. And then this shape is kind of... It's really more of a diamond shape. Kind of simplified it. It's actually way too high up, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's way too high up. So let's, yoink it on down. It's pretty squarely between the eyebrows. Like, maybe not quite this low, but, like... Yeah. Okay, and then I can fill this in a bit. Oh. I'll try not to be overly apologetic because I'm sure that this is just the case sometimes that I think today's just a low energy day. I think I stayed up a little too late last night. Just I tried not to, but it be what it be. So like it says in the description, I'm not here to be an entertainer. And Sleepy Monday, yeah, exactly. I'm not here to oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm not here to be an entertainer. Jesus Christ. Oh lord. What was oh god, okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's fix this, because I got all muddy and gross. This music is also okay, wait. Can we get some energy in here? Like now that we're like actually going? Like Sus Dragon. Oh no, Sushi Dragon. I read the Sushi Dragon. Oh no. Okay. Good morning. How about this? Dragon's mega sus. Oh god. I have played Among Us exactly one time. And I'll be real I'll be like the realist. I don't really see myself playing it again. Alright, taking a sip, my next clip about to fucking snap in 5 places. Nope, didn't break that time. Well, I mean, the model did lose track with me, but... We're gonna kinda use a, unspoken technique where shadow just means less detail, you know? There's a specific artist who's really good at, shadow obscuring details in a really pleasant way. Just using, like, softer strokes in places where there's a lot of shadow. I could really use more dimension on this face. Like, what am I missing? Like, I feel like this cheek is still way too... Especially, like... It seems kind of flat to me. But I don't want this to be too sharp. Like, it still needs to be a soft transition because it's so... round. That blue is also... Well, actually that blue kind of fits. But I don't think it would carry that far up the neck. Necessarily. At least not as dramatically as that. That blue does make sense. Can we get, like... Maybe. I almost feel like there's almost still too much neck, even though there's none. There's basically no neck, but it's like it's still too much. Like, what happens if I what was this layer? Did I just not do anything on that layer? I don't know. Whatever. Man, I really need to, like, start figuring out how to do layer organization. It's just like, I've been an artist for how long now, and I'm still just not even just opting not to. That feels, yeah. Okay. That works for me. Yeah, okay. Part of my problem is I don't have one of those, processes that can be boiled down to specific steps or anything. Like, this is why I kind of dread the day that some person might actually ask me, like, what is your process? How do you make the art that you make? I want to make art the way you make it. And I'm just like, listen. You start with a layer. And you draw. And then you make another layer. And then you cover everything that you just drew. And then you just paint until something looks right. And it takes a long time. Like, oh wow, you know, you made this image and like it looks so finished or whatever. What is your what do you do? It's like, I pray. I pray the entire time. I put a brushstroke down, and then I put another brushstroke down, until I've put down 10 million brushstrokes. And then it looks like this. Almost. It fucks me up whenever I look at another monitor and see how off the colors are. It's just like, I need to not base it off of what other monitors look like. Like, hold on. I'm sorry. The canvas is gonna, like, be insane for a second. Okay, yeah. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. I do need some areas, like, okay. Like, I'm still like, this could be brighter. This could be way brighter, and it's fine if certain areas are lit more, God, this is such a hard, like, this is such a weird shape. Tito! Hi, Tito, good morning! What time is it for you right now, Tito? Oh wait, no, I know exactly what time it is for you right now. Ah! Good fucking morning. Oh my gosh. Good morning. I know I said it in the chat, but I am so sorry that it's so early in the morning for you whenever I do these. It's the convenient time for me to do it. It's when no one else in the house is making noise or is home. Usually no one's home on a fucking Monday. And it's just I have like a good boost of energy in the morning, so I can usually get going pretty quickly. It's okay. Good. It is what it is. Oh, yay! Nathan's coming to Seattle. That's exciting. I hope that everything goes smoothly. I know, just with Seattle traffic and just moving hecticness, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You know? You know? Jeez. Okay, I keep, like, putting down paint and then painting over that paint. I need to, like... I need a blend between these colors that actually is fine. Hey, good! Good, 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 good. Man, everyone. Everyone. Man. I miss everyone. I'll be real as fuck. I don't miss Seattle. I really don't, but I do miss everyone. I miss all my friends. Even you and Maria. I know that we haven't gotten to, like, hang out in person a lot, but I did have fun when we did hang out for that little bit. Just like that one really long day. When was that? Oh god, that was a while ago. Your friends are now my friends. To be honest, like, it's so weird. Like, I do consider Miles my friend now, but Miles was one of the people I didn't get to meet in Chicago at all. I don't think Miles and I have ever met in person. Now that I think about it. I think we've only met online. Because we never met in Chicago, and we never met in Seattle. Oop. Have I ever met Miles? Maybe, like, incidentally, like, before I, like, knew who Miles was? But I really can't think of a time where I, like, I don't know, interacted with Miles in, like, a room. Like, a physical room with people in it. Yeah, like, so I think we would have been going to Columbia at the same time that you were, man, I get the timelines all confused. Like, I know that you had to have been around, but I think our circles, yeah, yep, that's, okay, that's, yeah, I was like, but, we really didn't get to interact until Dane made a bunch of introductions. And that was very much after the fact. Like, I left Chicago a bit early, just because I couldn't take it. I could not take it. I was losing my entire mind. I hated Columbia so much, and just the stress and fucking, like, poverty and shit was just like, nope, I need to be done. I need to be done, or else I'm gonna, like, it was so bad. So there were just a lot of people that either, like, I didn't get to meet, or, just, like, lost touch with, or, like, it was wild. I still have very weird feelings about having to leave, but on like I can't regret it because it's what needed to happen. Um that shit. Here, let's take a step back. I am so sorry. Uh yeah, no, that's the real thing. It's just like I'm I don't regret leaving, but I am glad that I went at all because I met some of the best people, uh, and probably some of the most like permanent fixtures in my life. So like that is like 10 times more valuable than yeah, exactly. The homies, the squad. Like no joke, like not even like no cap. Like are probably oh wait, I ran out of coffee, so I do need to go get water. So I'm gonna quickly here. I need to turn a fan on. It's starting like the closer it gets to midday, the hotter it gets in here, even though like the air should be on, but it's just like when the air's not, it's bad. It's weird. I'll be right back. All right. Got water, turned on a fan. I don't know who set the thermostat to fucking 74, but apparently that's just 2 degrees too high for me. It was like sweating. I was like, what? It's just too hot. 2 degrees too hot. I like it like 72 degrees exactly. No more, no less. Two degrees hot. My audio is coming out of only one headphone. There we go. These headphones were too expensive for how fucking finicky they are. Considering how much I paid for these, they should not be, dropping the audio as much as they do. But, mid-70s in the house, when it's already, like, 80 to 90 degrees outside, it feels like it's fucking sweltering all of a sudden. It's ridiculous. I should... So I'm just thinking to myself now. I'm thinking out loud. These shapes are kind of... I'm trying to think about how this would be... Like, what is my lighting here? Get rid of some of that black line art that's still... I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten the cereal coffee because, it hasn't been time to, get another one shipped to me. I just finished the extra caffeinated, Bones Coffee Co. coffee. And that was fine. Like, there was nothing really special about it other than the extra caffeination. I'm definitely thinking about, getting the breakfast cereal flavor. But I don't know. I feel like I have, like, the coffee tastes of, like, not like an old man, because, like, an old man would just drink black coffee. Like, he would just drink it, you know, no cream, no sugar. But, I'm very much, like, I like coffee that tastes like coffee, that doesn't have any flavoring, or anything. It might have, like, notes, you know, like subtle notes of things, but mostly is just coffee tasting. With, like, you know, like 2 spoonfuls of sugar and a dash of milk, and, like, that's my ideal cup. So I'm sorta like, I don't know. I just know that I'm predictable is the problem. I have, a bag right now that I think is literally just called, like, something Joe. Something Joe coffee, and it's just like, yep, just indie old man coffee. It's like, the quality's like I'm still all about like the little bags of like small batch brew. But the thing about them is that I just kind of want them to just taste like normal fucking coffee. uh, just better. Just better normal coffee. uh, I just like it. Uh, I have the tastes of like a grandma, I feel like. I started coffee drinking really young, to be honest. Um, is that a flucky? Oh god, that sounds dubious. That sounds questionable. Uh, but my grandparents, like even from a really young age, like save your work. Um, the early, like from my very earliest memories, like really early, like I don't remember a time where my grandparents wouldn't let me drink coffee. Um, like very much from like the earliest I can remember, they would give me cups of their morning coffee, um, and just let me drink it. Um, and I loved it. I loved it from the very get go. I loved coffee. Like it was just never an issue. I mean, of course, you know they would dilute it quite a bit, but they would always still let it taste like coffee. Um, so it wasn't just like, you know, just milk and sugar, literally. Like, it still tasted like coffee. There's like a myth, like a kind of like uh uh old wives' tale level of like uh oh my god, I can't speak sometimes. They used to say that like drinking coffee too young would stunt your growth. uh oh my god. It's like, thanks, Grandma. I guess. Hmm. But you've heard that? Okay. Like, I have doubts of its validity. I have doubts about whether or not that's fucking how would that even work? But it is funny to think about, because I'm like 4'10". 4'10", and I started drinking coffee since I could fucking remember. It's just like shit. uh no, but I come from a short family, to be honest, so it's just silly to think about. Drink coffee too young and you'll be short. It's like, what the fuck? How? What does that even mean? I don't. So this is the part of painting where I'm just like, Right. Uh, I've been robbed of all the potential. My life could be so different. Okay. To be honest, the only thing about being short that like really actually just like frustrates me is when people fucking put anything in uh like uh the tops of cabinets, like on the top shelf or even like far back on the middle shelf. It's just like, why? 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 What for? What for? Why would you ever? And not only not only that, but then like bad. uh, like here especially because it's just like Joe isn't like humongous tall or anything, but he's like pretty average tall. Like tall on the slightly like lower side of tall if it's like a scale. Like not tall, but not like, you know, towering tall. Um and he'll like hear me fucking like grumbling and cursing because I can't fucking reach something and we don't have like a proper step stool. And I'll just meander over and get it. It's just like, thanks. Why was it there in the first place? I'm getting ready to. At some point, I'm just gonna like. Monster too early. Oh no. Ah. Ah, see, you didn't reach your full potential. You could have been even taller. Cole, imagine how tall. uh, you could have been 9 feet tall. uh, good lord. Ugh. I am waiting. I'm waiting so patiently. I'm just there isn't a day that goes by. uh, oh god. I hope you have strong ankles. I hope you have really strong ankles. I have weak ankles. I have weak fucked up ankles, which sucks. Uh, considering all the things I would love to do that are made better by having good ankles, but que sera for the pandemic. uh man. Yeah, I will say, when I lived in Chicago and even to a certain point in Seattle, I was so, like, I don't want to say, like, crazy fit or anything, but I had stamina then that I don't have now. Okay, cool. Oh god. Uh, this, I mean, I don't know if I miss it, but I miss the way it made me feel. Yep, but I'm not doing it if I don't. Yep, yep. That's exactly it. I miss the way it made me feel, but I will not go out of my way. I do. I keep thinking it, especially because I feel pretty good lately. I've been feeling all right. There was a little time there where I was just like, I go through these cycles where I'm just like fuck off, drained and exhausted, and I just can't even like no spoons, absolutely zero, like minimal spoons. But I've been feeling good lately, so I really need to get back on that I want to say Wii Fit, the not the new Wii Fit, the Ring Fit. Jesus Christ. um, because I was on such a good train for a while. I was on such a good like chain of like I was really on my way to having uh like I want to say just like a solid month of exercise. Um, but I kind of always expect to be um like just really tired sometimes. Just like more tired than what should be the case. Um wait, I'm gonna fix this a bit. Like this this tilts. Wait, like this one seems upright, but this one's like tilted. Um but I've been feeling like decent. I don't want to say that I have like a ton of energy, and that they always say these things like exercising gives you energy, and it's like I don't necessarily dispute that, but if you're starting with 0 spoons, like it really just isn't an option anymore to even get started. Um yeah. I kind of miss commuting, which is such a weird thing to think. Um but like it was so necessary, like for like it was just like me time. Like commuting was me time. It was time that I spent like thinking about stuff or listening to something or yeah, exactly. It was like internal private time where you're like forced to wait. It was almost like meditation time. So it's such a weird thing. Let's fill this in. And you know what? Sometimes commute time, that that was cry time. That was the time where you could just fucking let it out. It, yeah, yeah, especially just like something about riding the train. Like, I feel like trains were built for you to just kind of like cry a little on. Or maybe that's just me and I was having a really bad time. Oh my god. Something about trains. It's just like it's not like sad boy vibe, sad tunes and ponder. Like, yeah, exactly. Because it's so if you're having a bad day in the city, right? Like, if you're like just really having a rough one, but you're out and about, you can't do anything about it, right? Like you're in the middle of your day. You have stuff to do. You have class to go to. You have you have to do this, that, and the other thing. Depending on, like at what stage of what are you doing in the city, right? But as soon as you get on the train, the only thing you have to do is wait to get off the train. And that's the time where it's just like, you just fucking break. yeah, you can't hold it in anymore. You're not in the middle of your day anymore, so you just break down. And it's like, and it's like at that point you really needed to too. Like it was like, if you're like doing a full day, yep, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna think, exactly. Like, you're just gonna time to sit in a little private front seat and yeah, exactly. Oh god. I wish I had like a cry counter for like every time I cried on the fucking train, yo. Just like, how many times did I just completely lose my shit on a train? Like, I want to know. Well, and I say completely... Hello? 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 I say completely lose my shit. It was more of the, like, subtle, quiet cry. The, like, just, like, just, like, just, like, tears falling, and you're just kind of sad. Like, I don't think I ever, like, completely just, like... I remember exactly one night, though. There was one specific night where that... Lots of tears, less sobbing. Yeah, exactly. There was one specific night where it was a lot harder. But that night is a night that we don't talk about. Not for personal reasons, but because we collectively were all fucking out of our minds that night. Woof. This is looking a little cleaner. I can probably start adding more, like, blushy pink-red tones back to the face, because that's kind of part of this character's whole thing. Kind of want... What kind of tone? Live in a much smaller city, yeah. I would definitely, yeah. I would definitely like to live somewhere that kind of has the best of both worlds. Like, I would love to live in civilization, actually. I would love to live, in a place that, you know, has buildings. Has buildings around, and businesses and people. That would be fun. That would be cool. I would enjoy that. Doesn't have to be a fucking metropolis. Yeah, because I live that life. Like, I've been to a lot of cities at this point, like big metropolises and stuff, like big, like, have public transport and whatever. You like Northgate? I did, so, like, when I was there were specific parts of Seattle that were, like, fine and good, but like I don't know, the general vibe as a whole is pretty fucking off for me. Um, the public transport there is dubious. Um, just really bad, to be honest. Especially compared to other places I've been. Um, I've only been to... Yeah, um, I was honestly, when I first came to Chicago, I was surprised at how much greenery there was. Literally anywhere, yeah. There are some places where I just would not. Like, I would kind of have to be like, no. I would really rather not. I don't think I could live anywhere near San Francisco, um, or really just like, uh, um, there might be other places in California that I wouldn't mind, but like San Francisco was horrible. Um, I really, really hated it there. Um, Seattle, like I could be convinced, but I wouldn't be particularly enthusiastic about it. San Fran, yeah, no. Um, I hear that like there are areas around LA that are actually like really, really pleasant, but that's hearsay, so I couldn't say whether I would like it or not. Um, my favorite city so far has been Chicago, like pretty thoroughly. Like even when I was having hard times, like this is the difference between Seattle and Chicago for me, is that when I was having a hard time in Seattle, um, I still didn't like Seattle. But when I was having a hard time in Chicago, I still liked Chicago. The city. Like, I still enjoyed it. Um, and the hard times were just kind of separate from that. Whereas, like, for me, Seattle was kind of part of why I was having such a hard time. Mm. Save my work. Keep saving. I genuinely love Chicago for the people and community and stuff, yeah. Um, but like even more so, uh, I really liked, like, it's so hard to explain. Um, just like, public transport is such a huge thing. It really is. Like, it's a non-zero part of why I like it so much, because nowhere else has ever compared, and I can see why that wouldn't be a problem if you have like a car or whatever, because wherever you go, your transportation is pretty much guaranteed. But in oh well, yeah, like staying there for so long, I can completely imagine just getting tired of it. Um, in the city, I need more green. Yeah. Um, I definitely don't mind, like, was burnt. Yeah. Like, honestly, honestly, ideally, just, like, living anywhere that isn't the US would be cool. uh, not saying that, you know, everywhere else would be some kind of paradise or whatever. They honestly, most countries still just have the same fucking problems, but, like, um, at least their fucking infrastructure priorities are different. Iceland. I had big dreams for a long time of living in Sweden. Um I really really badly wanted to uh live in Sweden. Um like I was studying the language. I was learning about like I don't know, just like reading stuff about what living in Sweden was like, and I was like, especially like when it came to like working in games and stuff, because I was reading all this stuff about like Sweden having like a rising game industry. Now, like, I don't want to get it twisted because now my my goals have shifted quite a lot. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not that interested in the game industry anymore. Just like from a holistic perspective. um, it's just not on my radar so much. Um, mm. I've never really thought about places like Toronto very much. Um, I just haven't given it a lot of thought. Um, but I've heard mixed reactions to digital racism. I mean, the problem is like that's just a problem everywhere. Like, it's a problem really just no matter where. Like, I'm not gonna like it's definitely a sliding scale for sure. Uh, but like I can't think of any place anywhere that just doesn't have like racism or colorism problems. Like, uh, R.I.P. Tito. Oh, like I've had uh uh just some very misguided white people uh try to tell me like, oh well, this place, this place, they don't really have racism. And it's like, I mean, what do you mean they don't have racism? That's kind of that's a very strong statement to make. Uh, it might not have the same level of like no racism here. uh, it's like, are we talking about racism the attitude, racism the system, racism the like which racism are we talking about? Because the that gets fucking messy as shit. Looks around it. Aw. uh, I love and appreciate you, Tina. uh, shit's whack. Uh, oh yeah, people are super tolerant here, like people just don't really care or see a color, and that it's like, wow, looks at your neighborhood that's, like literally like 95% white people and is all like upper end shops, and like a froyo place has taken over what used to be the local uh I don't know, like some kind of public service building. you know what used to be like a mom and pop like little like diner or eatery or whatever. No racism to be found here. uh but anyways, I'll stop. Stop. I need to stop. uh this is going in the VOD. Only Chipotle, yeah. All the corporations have moved in, so, you know. Oh, God. Y'all, Pride season is coming, and I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut this Pride season. I'm not saying a goddamn word. Other than happy fucking Pride. I'm not doing it. uh... My lips are fucking sealed. god. I'm too old for this shit, man. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, fuck pride. Wrath. And then once I'm done being mad, sloth. Me tired. I really should color these. I don't remember what these look like. Let's fill this in, I guess. Or I might just omit some I might just start getting lazy. It is what I've been like working on this for a bit, like just sort of toying, not making a lot of progress, but that's okay. Sometimes it be like that. Gluttony. More. More. This still feels like I didn't correct it enough. Hold on. I'm trying to think what I want to do for Wednesday for stream, since I'm trying to be good. I'm already counting down to Halloween, right? I'm always counting down to Halloween. Halloween is the time of year, to be honest. It is just the one time of year where it's just like everything is correct. Everything is in alignment. Everything is as it should be. I think of what I want to do for next stream, because I'm not gonna play more Castlevania. I already know that. Just because I want to keep stuff moving. Yeah. I'm also just curious, like, since I have just only a few people ever watching at any given moment, I'm wondering what people would like to see. Not that I am going to like perfectly tailor my tastes to, or you know, what I stream to other people. But more so just curious about what would intrigue people, what would what kind of content, Summoner's Rift. That's a League thing, isn't it? I feel like... Is this a League thing? I feel like this is a League thing. I feel like we've talked about this before, because I had, it was... I... I'm not looking into it. I'm not gonna look it up. I don't need to know. If it has anything to do with League, it's none of my business. I don't need to know. It's the map. Is it just where the game takes place? It's the map. Now you know. Okay. Is that just where League takes place? It just takes place in the Summoner's Rift. I know nothing. Okay, it's okay. Funny, funny. I did. I feel like I played one of the very first tutorials of League, like, years and years and years ago. Forever and ever ago. Play Doom. I mean, honestly, I have it on, like, a couple of libraries, I think. Yours included, though I think I would use the Xbox, copy I have access to. Man, maybe? Dusk. I would absolutely play more Dusk. Hell yeah. My only thing is, I already took a sip. I was ahead of the curve. Tweet at, oh god. My thing is that, I am hesitant to play a game where anyone would be looking for, like, high-level gameplay. Because absolutely fuck that. Astroneer. Ooh, Astroneer sounds like a good thing to try. Especially because, I haven't actually played it yet, so it would be a first impression, too. I don't ever want to let, fear of not being a good gamer stop me from enjoying a game. But, it would need to be prefaced with the fact that I'm not trying to be a fucking, you know, like, again, I'm just here to socialize. This is this is socialization time. This is socialization time. This is audience outreach, etc., etc. I'm not here to be, you know, a pro gamer or anything like that. So any, like, gameplay is always going to be kind of a backseater. Yeah. I would hope so. I know some people... It's part of why, like... We've got mice, yeah. So I have a link to the Good Luck Have Fun pledge. Under, like, in my, stream about section. And I kind of want to, like, push that mentality of, like, you know, especially the have fun part. Like, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun on camera. And maybe you have fun too. And that's it. Not necessarily, I'm not a clown, I'm not an entertainer, I'm not a VTuber. I'm not an idol, I'm literally just here to have fun. This could be... I'm just a little creature. I'm not a VTuber. So VTuber comes with I'm sorry, Tito. I'm sorry I couldn't live up to the expectations. VTuber comes with very specific connotations of being, like, an idol. And I'm just not interested in that shit. I'm not interested in forming that level of, like, parasocial, uh, like, caricature untubs your Holy shit. That got that got me. Untubs your possum. Fuck you, untubs your possum. Uh... Unv's your tube. Jesus Christ. Recover from that. Jesus. Come on, get it together. Jesus. Uh. uh. But what was I even saying? Something about just like, here, must do as the bot says. I'm not really like interested in putting on a character, but I'm also not interested in being too vulnerable on stream. I think sometimes people get a little too, a little too deep. Like, in the sense of just, like, I don't want to, like, be too revealing about what my life is like, and what internal machinations I have going on. Right. Like, this is pretty sincere, but, like, I don't ever want it to get, like, too personal either. Exactly. I think VTubers kind of have a very unique sort of, like, their entire premise is based on the fact that they want the viewer to feel like friends and family. And I think that would just fuck with me too much. I think it would be way too fucky. There's also this kind of, like, flirtatious relationship that I would absolutely not want to have with any kind of audience I have. Like, yeah. Literally but, like, also intentionally, like, and this isn't to say, like, I don't necessarily think that, being intentional about it is wholly a bad thing, because it's kind of the point. Like, they're literally entertainers, where the entertainment is acting like you are friends and familiar with each other. Yeah, and purposefully so, exactly. Like, it's part of the appeal. At least with people who are, live viewers. I tend not to watch VTubers live. I tend to just, like, watch their highlights or, yeah, it is the product. It's like the only product I'm pushing right now is, commissions. Needed it. Go get him! Go get that boy! Go get that 90s bad guy. I love... It's so funny, because Nathan is literally one of the nicest fucking people I know. Nathan is literally, like, one of the sweetest people. Bye, Tito. Like, is literally so generous and sweet, and, like, what the fuck. Bye-bye. Nathan is good guy. Objectively. Just uh okay, this is actually looking way better. Now that I'm like pulling back. Like this actually started to come together at some point. I wasn't quite paying attention. This is what I'm talking about when it's just like I just paint. I black out and then the painting's done. We probably won't go for much longer. To be honest, this whole time I've just been like, I can't wait to be done so that I can play Final Fantasy. Do you have captions on? The add-on isn't working. Oh, I feel like I started to set that up. Yeah, Final Fantasy is the real goal. But I hadn't, like, finished setting it up. Like, there are extra steps that I need to do, I think. Because I was considering it as an option in case, like, you know me, accessibility is a big thing for me. And it would be nice to be able to have something like that. I don't think I finished setting it up. So maybe one day I'll get that working. I haven't been able to do much work on the stream because I'm playing too much Final Fantasy. I'm doing too much Final Fantasy. But I can't stop. I can't. I mean, I could take a break. I'm at a good point. Well, you know. Me like video game. Oh god. Give me, there we go. Let's make this even brighter. Like, let's just give this, like, a really... Horizon Destiny. Video games. You know what I mean? Video games. Can't stop playing video game. Although, I always, right when I get to a really intimidating, like, dungeon or trial, I hesitate. I hesitate because, for one, I'm always embarrassed about not being very good at my rotations. Maybe that's another reason why I would prefer not to play Final Fantasy on stream, is because I don't want people to see in like real obvious time how not good at playing the video game I like, nobody needs to see that. Listen. The Final Fantasy is me time. Just... the theme of today's stream is me time. Rotation embarrassment. Okay, I practiced my rotation yesterday, and I was so bad. It was so bad. It was so hard. It was really, really hard. Especially, like, it's one thing to practice on, like a whatever little target or whatever, and kind of get a sense for, like, a newbie humiliated live. Uh... uh... Lala felt destroyed in dungeon. Live on Twitch. Oh god. I wouldn't be able to take it. I just couldn't. Oh god. I just have such a hard time with the fact that as a caster, I'm like finally figuring out the strategies of like how can you be casting and moving at the same time. But but understanding that doesn't make executing it any easier. Like, it's still just hard. It's still just difficult. Let's see. Okay. That's really dark. Can I get like a lighter? Yeah. Like knowing what to do and actually doing it are very much two different things. Oh man, yeah, exactly. And the dungeons are just getting harder and harder. They're just really tough. Now, granted, the one I did last night, I did it in a way that you really shouldn't. Eats the, yeah. Loudly crunches Doritos, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, doing things is hard, Jeffrey. John. But, Steve, that motherfucker. Absolute asshole. But, I had a hard time with that dungeon last night. But half the problem was, So, sometimes what I like to do, later in the game, there's a functionality called Trust. This isn't really spoilers, this is like gameplay talk. There's a system, called Trusts, where you can take, you can take NPCs into dungeons with you, and they'll, like, you know, fill all the roles, all the other roles for you. And, like, yeah, like, I like to try that first, so that I have a sense of what playing the so I watch the dungeon guides. I like to. I like to know what I'm getting into so that I, don't just fail and flounder immediately on the first try and become discouraged. Yeah, exactly. And this one trust, I started it, and, we died a couple of times to yeah. I think people, like, Black Mage is notoriously simple conceptually. Like, for one, you don't have to worry about the other players. You really don't. I don't have to think about what my healer is doing or what my tank is doing unless they are just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know? Like, a good healer and a good tank, like, I don't have to think about them. they're not even on my mind. If they're like functioning the way that I would expect them to. I really just don't even have to think about other people. Which isn't to say, like, it's not that I ignore them, but it's just that, like, it's just that, I'm my own responsibility to a certain point. Like, I'm just not responsible for them. Whereas a maid, a healer and a tank, you know, they really are, they have, like, real responsibilities. My only responsibility is to do high damage. And not die, to make the healer's life, you know, easier. Like, those are my only real responsibilities, is do big damage and don't die. But, that's even within those, like, basic, basic responsibilities, there are limitations to that, right? So it's just like, okay, I have to do big damage, but I have to stand still to do big damage. But dungeons and raids are all about running around. So they give you certain abilities, that make running and casting spells possible. But everything's on cooldowns. And if you're not familiar enough with something, maybe you've accidentally already popped, you know, the abilities that let you cast and run, and you have to wait a long time. So then you're just running and not really being able to cast anything. And then, you know, it's just, it's rough. Meme for a specific... Nani? I receive. Standing in AoE, you receive one commend. See, like, there's, like, those memes of, like, the Chad DPS standstill. Like, people in the replies are making some good points, where it's just like, as long as it's not a one-shot and the healer can do the things they need to do, blood for the blood lily. as long as it's not a one-shot, then, like, yeah, okay, you can take it, and that's less DPS that the healer has to do, but it's just such a weird trade-off. I don't know, it feels wrong to get hit, like, it feels like a failure to, but I don't know, maybe that's just the changing needs to think, that, like, okay, you can take some hits, like, but it's just knowing which ones are the safe ones. Like, because I'm not the type of, with good communication, but that's always the thing, right? It's just, like, most parties in game, aren't on, like, a voice chat or whatever, or even, like, some people just don't even text chat, really. But if you die, your DPS is... Yeah, exactly. I would just rather not get hit. I would rather play it safe, and if the healer, you know, ends up having to DPS a little more, it's just like, I'm sorry. Yeah. I would just rather play it safe than sorry. Because I can't know if you're gonna be ready, or, if I'm, like, if I get a debuff or some shit and I just, like, go down. I don't know. It's scary! It's too scary! Video games are hard. Doesn't get literally nuked, yeah. And that's the thing about me in specific, is I grouped up for a dungeon with a friend who is definitely a competent, like, player. Like, they play tank and they know what's up. You can be you as a black mage, you can do every single thing right. You can be, like, you know, if you get that stack marker and you run to the middle and you let people jump on you, there is still a chance that you will fucking beef it because you were a black mage. And it's just like, what do you do at that point? And the answer is, you take a nap and wait for someone to resurrect you. uh, so, alright. No, there was one game where I got the stack marker on top of me. Yeah. I got the stack marker on top of me. And I did exactly that. I ran right into the middle and I indicated to everyone, like, hey, 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 stack on me, stack on me. And a bunch of people did. They stacked. And I was the only one who died. And people were, like, legit sad about it. They were like, "Aw, fuck." uh, uh, they were like, "Why did you die?" And it's like, "'Cause I'm a fucking black mage." I'm baby. Sacrifice. Like, legit, sometimes I really do just kind of, like, it really is just kind of like, you know what, just, y'all don't even worry about it. Yeah, sacrifice. y'all don't even stress, because I know how this game goes. Don't even feel bad, because you know what? It be like that sometimes, okay? It just be like that. I think early game Black Mage is some of the easiest stuff in the game. Just like being an early level Black Mage is... it's fucking nothing. Later level Black Mage starts to turn into, like... God, I don't know, it's rough. I did pull through on that boss, though. I'm like, I didn't think to check. So every dungeon has, like, a time limit. And it's very rare, especially if you're playing with other players, it's very rare that you'll ever come up, like, close to that time limit. But while I was doing the trust, I definitely did. I came really close to the time limit. It took me forever. I was losing my entire mind. And normally I would have given up. Really, I should have. I should have just given up and chosen to play with, like, people. But I decided not to, because, for one, the queues were actually really, really long. Like, every time I queued up for that dungeon specifically, the queues were just, like, crazy long. Like, if the queue says, like, 20 minutes or more, I'll just withdraw, because what I understand that to mean is it's actually gonna take, like, 30 minutes or more. Like, if it says 20 minutes or more to queue up for a dungeon, it actually just means, like, cool, you're gonna wait 30 minutes to an hour. And I was not about to just, like, sit there and wait for a fucking dungeon to pop. So I did the trust. And the thing about it is that we kept getting so, or rather because the we in this scenario is NPCs, I kept getting so close. Like, I died like 5 times, but it was with the last boss at a tiny, tiny sliver of health. And I kept, like, I became a fucking, like, genius strategist in that last little, like, 20-minute period where I had to, like, defeat the boss. Where I was just like, okay. If I do this, this, and this, then I can, and I don't, like, but don't waste this, because then I can take advantage of this. And then, like, I was losing my entire mind, basically. I completely lost it. I became like an evil genius. I was just like scheming. And just like, okay, and if I stay with this character, because the NPCs are pretty good at dodging AoEs for the most part. They're like, I mean, they're literally designed to, so it's just like, they'll take some damage, but yeah, familiarity helps so much. Like, once you get those patterns down, then it's just like, okay. This is gonna happen, and then I need to pop this and do this, and then... and that's just not the way that I generally play, to be honest. I've reached a turning point in my, in the way that I, like, consume this game. I'm evolving. I was just so determined to beat it because it kept getting so close. I would, like, normally if I died too many times, I would have just let it go, but because I kept dying with such a small margin, I was just like, wait, no, I can do this. This is possible. It's just the worst way to do it. Man. I need more... I need to get in touch with more people who play this video game. I need more people to play this game with me. Because right now I basically just have Julia. Because Alex doesn't even really play, all the, like, MSQ dungeon content. Blueberries. Blueberries. Oh. Yay! Eric! Hi, Eric! Eric, what data center do you play on? Do you know? Wait, I feel like I asked you this. We might not play on the same data center. Hello, Eric. Okay, no, we do play on the same data center. Okay. Then yes, we should. We should play. I will literally... Eric, I will literally be playing, like... Oh, wait, no. I don't know. Eric, where are you in Shadowbringers? You have just begun. There's so much. You're not even in Shadowbringers. Oh no. Then, we could definitely do other things. If you ever just want to do, like, fucking, roulettes or whatever. Or, like, grind for something, or, like, I don't know. Whatever you want. I definitely need, I need to find people who, would be willing to run some of these higher level dungeons with me. Yeah. Because fuck. Help. Glamour quests. I'm trying to think of glamour quests. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Um, yeah. I feel like sometimes. So. Oh, yes. Yeah. Geez, my smileometer is just off the charts today. God. Um, I had a thought, and then that thought just completely fucking left me. Oh, I think sometimes the game has a bad habit of not telling you that you should be doing certain content that is later relevant to MSQ. Like, there was something I was doing, and then suddenly the MSQ was just, like, completely locked because there was a set of quests, like, side content, seemingly, that I just didn't think to do because I never do it. I was like, well, shit. Should have told me before that I needed to do this. So there's definitely there's a little bit of that. So it's definitely a good idea to do at least a certain amount of the side stuff, especially if it, like, unlocks things, yeah. Where are we at with this? Man, this is starting to look like something. We also want to get you your chocobo. That would be a great, very useful thing for you. That's always a big milestone, is getting the chocobo. Jeez. Oh, I could have sworn that it doesn't get unlocked until 30. Oh, but, like, it's so weird. Blue exclamation points. I definitely always check the blue like, you don't necessarily have to do all of the little blue exclamation points, but I definitely check them, to make sure, because they like, I want to say about, like, half the time they end up being something kind of important. I could have sworn that you don't get the chocobo, like, it has to be level 30 because of a specific reason? Unless they changed it. Because I literally looked at, like, when I first played, I looked ahead to try and figure out when. I couldn't tell you. Because you have to join a grand company. Oh, and you did. Okay. But then you do have to go to a specific place or talk to a specific person. And I'm not sure if that unlocks until a certain point. I guess you could try and see if, God, I have the hiccups. Like, whenever the next time you get on, you could try and see if you can do the quests, but, yeah, shrug. it would be nice if it's already, like, available and you just need to do, like, that would be good for you. Because then you don't have to worry about it. And it is helpful for getting around faster. It just makes everything more bearable. Oh, oops. Give me this bright pink. I did. I finally finished that, the tombstone grind I've been on. The, like, seasonal grind. Like, I'm just not gonna do anymore unless someone asks me to run with them. So I'm not just gonna, like, queue up for it consecutively like I have been. But man, that last run was a good one. My last run was a treat, for sure. They made it very special. Hmm. What can I... Okay. This can still get polished a little bit. Oop. What is going on with that? Hmm? Why is that behaving so weird? Nani? My brush broke. What is going on? Hmm? Oh my god. Ugh. Man, that happens all the time. Okay. My brush did not break, it turned into an eraser, and I just didn't even notice. Because I clicked something on my pen. I'm gonna turn that off one day. One day I will. I will turn it off. Because it annoys me. Alright. I don't think we'll go for too much longer here, because I think I'm actually getting to a point with this painting where there just isn't a lot left to work on. Like, there's a fair amount of cleaning to do, but, like, for the most part, we're kind of getting there. I'm gonna change this to, like, a cool gray rather than a warm gray. Oh god. I actually take this a moment to have another little bathroom break. And then we'll go for like maybe another like 10 or 15 minutes or so, something like that. I generally want to stop around the 3-hour mark. So just a little bit longer, but not too much. I will be right back. Okie dokie. Boop. Save my work. That can be done. Took a sip. Alright, we're all caught up. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We are getting into that stage of the painting where I'm starting to, like, forget actual, like, details. Oh, that's not what I want. So what we can be doing... let's see. Let's grab... This looks kind of muddy. There we go. Let's kind of soften this up, like, some shadow in there just to, yeah. Ooh. This track's kind of slapping a little bit. I did, fix, Twitch soundtrack. So Twitch soundtrack should actually be working now in such a way that it won't mute my VOD. Well, really, rather, there just won't be music in the VOD. The way it works, unfortunately. But I would rather that be the case than I get, like, some fucking, like, copyright strike or some shit. So, this is the current compromise. I do kind of intend, I would really like to, like, find some... Hello? I probably need to recalibrate my puppet, but we're getting so close to the end that I just don't want to bother. I do eventually want to find better, solutions for music. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna fix it. Oh, folks are out. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Do what you gotta do. Do not even worry about it. Like, you do not even need to announce when you're gone. You can just go. Do not feel obligated. I'm definitely going to continue to look into music solutions, for when I'm doing creative streams. Look into, like, what is... Ooh, God, that's a... What is and isn't allowed, and... like to communicate. Communicating is, it sure is something that people do. Or don't do. People do be communicating. Let's see. I might ask some other streamers what they do about music, because I know there are some streamers I watch who play music, and their music tracks are usually pretty good. I'm liking the music on this service a lot more than I have with other ones, but It would just be nice. It would just be nice if the VODs or the re-uploads, the exports didn't have to be silent. Like, it just kind of it kind of bugs me that the people who watch live get to have, you know, the benefit of music, and then the archived streams don't. It's just like, man, I want everyone to enjoy, if they so choose. Alright, so for this is probably the first time I'll actually, like, do something different with a layer, is when I start getting into these kind of details. Where I need to add some color but not change any of my brushwork. Oh god. Hiccups. All the time. It's like, okay, so I need color, but I need to not destroy the existing brushwork, so... multiply might be a good one, or... overlay? Overlay's looking okay. I don't want to get accidentally too sucked into this part. If we get to the around the 3-hour mark, I'll just kind of try and get myself to a stopping point. I don't want to get too deep. Some this pink and red tone back in to the skin. It's a bit bright. I might add... that definitely adds a lot of life back in. I might like layer this up a bit and then do one on multiply. Multiply, and then let's crank it up first and then crank it back down. Kind of desaturate that to make it more. That sounded like Minecraft music for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Sometimes these tracks remind me of, like, other music, and it freaks me out for a second. I was like, is Minecraft music safe? I mean, it would have to be, right? If people stream Minecraft, like, how could you not, there we go. I will fix these glasses eventually. I have no idea if I want these to be glasses or if I want them to be something else. I need to fix these earrings. Okay, now we're really gonna push some of this contrast. too far on the ears, actually, but we can kind of push that a bit. That. Yeah. That worked out. That looks good. I think that really... That was kind of a necessary touch, I think. I could really use some of this, pink. Like, can I grab that and... It doesn't quite come out the same. I can. This is where these layers start getting kind of whack. Just grab that. Apply it to this side, too. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I think we're pretty much at our good stopping point. I'm gonna quickly save. Even if Cole doesn't get back. Oh, wait. Wait. This still doesn't look right to me, actually. Like, I think it's just not... Like, I just need, like, a darker... Like, some detail got lost here. Okay, and then I'll grab... Right, so just like a little bit. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of, like... There's some little muddy areas that I still need to hammer out. But this is starting to look like something. I don't know if I'll continue this one on stream. I think it's getting to the point that it's so nitty-gritty that, it really just, streaming it at this point just doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll probably finish this off-stream at some point. And then I'll pick up something new for next time. I would do Vroid stuff on stream again, but it's just been too finicky, and I'm almost wondering if I can do Vroid stuff with this tablet. I'm almost wondering if I need to figure out a different tablet setup, and if I don't think I can stream it due to video driver stuff, actually. It's a bit weird. It's a bit wonky. But I'll definitely, I always have something worth picking at, so, we'll see. I might paint more of my, Vampire the Masquerade character. That's something I might do. That's a thought. So let me go ahead and give this another save. And I think this is on its way to done. This is looking like pretty close to me. I need to fix some of the lighting on the clothes, but that will be done another time. Yep, I think that's as far as I'm gonna get today. I'm going to, honestly, I'm just gonna be chilling out again today. I don't have any scheduled lessons until, like, I don't know, later this week, really. And I need to figure out what I'll be doing Wednesday. Dusk sounds good. I think I have fun playing Dusk. I just, I don't see myself playing a lot of shooters on stream, to be honest. Ooh, maybe Control, though? I could make more progress in Control, but Control is another game that I would really just like people to play for themselves. Like, if you haven't played Control, you need to play Control. We'll see. I'm gonna call it for now. I hope y'all are starting your week off strong. I hope everyone, enjoys their day. And that things are alright, and that you are staying safe, and doing the most. See everyone later!